Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. And in today's video, we are getting into fragrances that you absolutely must get your nose on, because I'm telling you, girl, you need these fragrances. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so before I start on the ones you need to at least get your nose on, I'm gonna start with one that did not work for me, okay? It was very popular over the summer, probably kind of still is, hyped up, but very polarizing according to the reviews. They're just kind of all over the place. And Gossip Night by Greedy. I have it in my collection now. So this was actually gifted to me by Lucky Scent. When they gave me the opportunity to try, you know, a new fragrance, this one has been piquing my interest so much, but I did not feel comfortable blind buying it. And I was so off put by some of the things I was hearing. It was like, dang, do I even want to pay for a sample? So when I got the chance to get this one, I jumped on it because I really wanted to see for myself what my thoughts are, because I actually go for the polarizing scents. Like they can be love or hate, but usually the more polarizing ones are my biggest loves. So let me tell you what I got from this. This was like the most chaotic experience ever for a perfume for me, because when you spray this on, well, on my skin, this is my experience, I got probably one of the most beautiful fruity caramel fragrances I have ever smelled. And the caramel in here is what just smells so rich and addictive, and it is so realistic, and like I'm getting this oily, buttery, like caramel facet, and it is so rich and decadent and delicious. As it starts to dry down, the musk in here gets unbearably screechy, scratchy, herky jerky, just a mess on my skin. And for some people, they were like, what is that overpowering in the scent that just ruins it? It's the musk. It is the musk. There is no patchouli in here. I don't pick up on anything like that. It is a very, like, in the way that patchouli can get scratchy, it can be overpowering. It can get, synthetic musk can do that too, which is why Herba Pura, another one, smooth, beautiful, you know, sweet, delicious fruitiness on my skin. The next person, be horribly scratchy musk, chemical mess. Okay, same thing with this one. So when I tell you, please do not blind buy this, get your nose on it, because I feel like this could have been a love for me if the musk, if they use some other chemical, child, okay? Because that is what really broke the scent for me. Underneath that scratchiness, there is a beautiful scent, a beautiful caramel notes. And I really hate that this one did not work out for me, but I knew it was gonna go either way, so I didn't have high expectations. But I am glad that I finally got to experience it, because now I know that it's just not for me. And again, body chemistry, that is what is going to make or break, you know, the musk note, synthetic notes on your skin, and that it broke it for me. It broke it. So this one did not work out, but I can totally understand why some people really do love it, because it agrees with their body chemistry. It did not for me. All right, so moving on to the loves, okay? These are all new fragrances in my collection. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but these are just beautiful. They're beautiful. Some have moderate performance, some have really good performance. They all smell phenomenal. Let me just put that out there, okay? So the first one is going to be one that has been on my wish list for a while now. I was finally able to sample it a couple months ago, and I finally have it in my collection. And this is RIMA 11 by Carner Barcelona. You guys, this is the most amazing smelling, like spicy, fresh, woody, sweet scent, if that makes any sense. I mean, this smells, I cannot even, okay? I cannot, like the way that Tardez like gets me going, this one does too. But this one is going to shine in the fall, you know, season. I feel like this one, the performance lacks. So I don't know how this is gonna act in the winter, but right now, this time of year, gorgeous fragrance. So this opens with cardamom, saffron, black pepper, mint, okay? Hello, we're already giving like this very warm and spicy, sexy vibe, but there is something that tends to be a little uplifted about this one. This one doesn't feel overly spicy and heavy. It is ambery. It does have the vanilla. It's got benzoin. It's got cinnamon. It has a musky tone to it, but this never gets to that point where it feels like a very thick, syrupy, sweet, heavy type of amber scent. Complex, gorgeous. It also has nutmeg, coriander, and jasmine in the mid, and you're definitely getting this very delicious, sweet nutmeg component to it. It is very cedary, which I find that is a note that is really going to either make it pull just a little masculine to some people. So definitely try this one first. But if you like those really warm, spicy, fresh, spicy scents, this is just a must. This one is so stunning. If they could figure out a way to make this last like 8-10 hours with like strong projection, oh my God, I would just be in 10 out of 10 heaven with this one. But the scent itself is just to die for, and I cannot recommend this one enough. Again, this one is RIMA 11 by Carner Barcelona. Okay, so this next one, I got it on sale, you guys. I was waiting. I had just put out a video and I said I want this, but I'm not paying over $250 for it. That's kind of the max because it's beautiful, but it's not worth full price point just because of maybe the simplicity of it. I don't know. Do we have to get really, you know, complicated and complex to pay almost $400 for a fragrance? I don't know, but I want a little bit more than a straightforward vanilla for that price point. HUFFLEPUFF. It's finally in the collection and it is so delicious and beautiful and very hyped up. But if you just think about the scent itself, just the presentation, not necessarily that full price point, totally worth the hype. Save on all House of Sillage fragrances, please, because eventually it's going to be on sale. Now, it took forever in the day for them to put that Minnie Mouse on sale, but guess what? It's on sale now. So this one is going to be this gorgeous lemony, like creamy vanilla, gorgeously sweet gourmand scent. And this one is going to be a, you know, a heavy vanilla that is going to work for spring, summer, and I would even say fall. Even fall, because if you live in those warmer climates like me, it's not really gonna get depth of cold, even if we even get that cold, maybe until like late November, December. So this one I'm still wearing, I'm still loving, and this is just such a delicious scent. It's very easy to like, okay? And again, that little touch of lemon doesn't get astringent, doesn't go cleaning products. Like Acro Bake, the lemon peel was just too much. This one, the lemon in here is done to perfection, and it's just, it's beautiful. It also layers really beautifully with some of your other lemon, you know, dessert scents. And I feel like if you can get this on sale, I got it for right at $250. Okay, you speak things to existence, he be listening. Got it right around $250, and I don't regret it. Definitely worth that price point. And HUFFLEPUFF, a love, okay? You need to get your nose on this one if you're a vanilla lover or gourmand lover. So next on this list is going to be Oudgasm Collection by Kayali. Okay, so I expected to love this collection. However, the ones I expected to love over the other, it was just kind of all over the place because I knew that I was gonna love Vanilla Oud 36. It's just a like for me. It's not a stone cold love. Like this one, I like it. It smells good. It's like a sugary vanilla. And I really don't get much oud. Maybe that's why I'm not like blown away and impressed by it. It's cute. She's cute. Like if I smelled this in store, my eyes wouldn't roll in the back of my head and I wouldn't be like, I need it. And that's not what I thought. I thought this would be like the sure winner. But y'all, these other ones, let me tell you, she sent me minis of the others. These were given to me in PR. I need the whole collection, okay? I have a full bottle of Rose Oud 16 on the way. I have Rose Oud combinations in my collection, but for me, this one is just a little different because it's not super sweet. A lot of my Rose Ouds are very sweet, gourmandy type fragrances. You do get the oud, which is what I wanted, which is what I love. And you guys, you can experience a gorgeous, well done, quality rose oud scent for $140. Now, some people are looking at these prices for this collection. They're like, what's with these prices? Honey, you're gonna pay for some oud. Oud is the most expensive ingredient to use in perfumery, even though a lot of ouds are not like naturally derived. A lot of the ouds that we get today can be real ouds, but the way that it's produced within the tree is not natural. So it's oud, but it's not naturally occurring oud, okay? This is the only way we can get it in abundance like this, okay? So either way, you're still gonna pay for those ouds. So just expect a little price increase when you see something with oud in it. And only a $5 increase from, you know, her other intense collections. And I think it's worth the price point. So Cafe Oud, honey, it is, oh my God. Okay, very deep, very dark, very sexy. Sex in a, when I say perfume is pleasure, Oudgasm, that is what this one is giving. To me, this is the oudiest out of the collection, and I was expecting the tobacco honey one, tobacco oud one to be the oudiest. This one is the oudiest to me, but it is so well done, and it is very dark and sexy. If I could put you in the mindset of a fragrance, this is not, it doesn't smell like black orchid, but for people that hate that scent but wanted to like it, they like the idea of it, the feeling of it, the rich, dark, depth, sexy. That is what this is giving, but it smells good. I hate black orchid, but if I could give you a vibe of something, like wherever you will wear that fragrance to, you will put on this doggone Cafe Oud. And this is so complex. This is so, like, she really got down to her doggone roots with this collection, and I'm so here for it. I love it. I love ouds. They just have to be done in a cleaner, particular way, usually with some sweetness, and I'm there. And she knocked it out of the park with this collection. This is not going to be an oud or beginners type of thing. It's not to me. This one, yes, because I really don't detect much oudiness, okay? This is very sugary vanilla type thing going on, and it was cute. It was okay for me. These are the real stars, okay? And I'm going to, you know, stagger in the entire collection. I have this full bottle rose oud on the way. This one is like a rose oud geranium. It's got a lemon touch to it, very rose geranium with a very noticeable oud, but very beautiful, feminine, unisex. But this one is not going to be oud that makes you, sometimes oud can give a really masculine flair to it. Unisex, leaning feminine, a little bit sweetness. Cafe Oud, just rich, dark, sexy. This cappuccino note, you've got bergamot orange, so there's a freshness to it at the top, but then you get into this very gorgeous geranium rose. I love geranium rose together. They balance each other. They really kind of get it away from that old lady, you know, people like to say that about rose. It pulls it right up out of there, and it gives it a very gorgeous, opulent, rich quality. And then in the base, you have musk, vanilla, oud. You get a little bit of that patchouli in there. It's almost gonna put you like in the mindset of vanilla, sugar, patchouli way in the background, but you're gonna add a lot of dark sexiness and some cappuccino on top. That's what you're getting. Love this one. This will be the next purchase. I did not expect to like tobacco oud, but I love it. This is probably one of the most realistic tobacco scents I've smelled. Like, this is literally taking me to Cuba, and I got those leaves of tobacco leaves right up under my nose. It smells so realistic, so good, so refined, and I cannot believe that this is happening at this price point, you guys. I cannot. These smell so good. They all perform. This one being the least, you know, of the bunch, but the ones with, like, you can really smell the oud, they last 8+ hours. So you can forget that. They don't last long out of your head with this collection. Beautiful collection. Beautiful collection. Y'all know my Kayali stand, but I'm purchasing full bottles of the other three that I don't have full bottles of. Get your nose on it. So hopefully they have a discovery set for this, but always, as always, start with these minis. Start with the minis. Get your nose on these because solid release from the house. Okay, so next is going to be from the 7 Virtues. This was sent to me also in PR. This is Cherry Ambition. Just when we thought we didn't need any more cherries, I didn't need this, but this is cute and I like it. I'll say that. And I say that because yes, it's definitely giving me a cute cherry, you know, vibe. But I do love the added note of like this marshmallowy quality to it. Now that I haven't seen, and I think this is, it's sweet. It's a really, really well done cherry. You've got this sweet, semi-gourmand, like fluffy quality from the marshmallow. It does not have the best longevity. And cherry, I've learned over time that cherry, the note itself is fleeting. Just like citrus, fleeting. Very volatile perfume note. So this is why most of the time cherry fragrances don't last long. Or maybe the cherry note doesn't last long. So when you get a fragrance that is, you know, maybe a little floral and it's got a boatload of cherry, it's not gonna have the best longevity. I don't even expect it at this point. I'm not even trying. And same case here, it does not have the best longevity. I think this is a beautiful, how can I say, well done cherry. Pop in to Sephora when it's in wide release and try it out, because at this price point, at this quality, I think this is a solid buy. But I don't feel like I need it because I have so many cherries. Like I went cherry crazy in 2022 and I'm glad to have this. I don't think I will be decluttering it, but if I saw this in Sephora and smelled it, would I have bought it? Probably not, just because I have so many. But this is a beautiful fragrance. Now this one, they gave me a travel size. I would like to open it up to give that travel size away because clearly I don't need both of them. So if you're interested in receiving Cherry Ambition from the 7 Virtues, let me know in the comments below. All right, so next up on the list is going to be a new release from Nutty Perfumes. No, it's not my perfume, it's coming soon. But this is SPLEDEUR ABSOLU. And this fragrance is so gorgeous, you guys. So if you love notes of like vanilla and tonka and a very prominent like woody nuance or you know, scent profile, I think you will really enjoy this one. Now this one was done in collaboration with fashion designer, okay, Victor de Souza. And just seeing the beautiful images that they had of, you know, them launching this during New York Fashion Week, it was just a vibe. And I would have loved to be there to see everyone's reaction to this perfume because it is so beautiful. This one to me is a vanilla that is really unisex. I don't think this leans feminine, and for that reason I'm going to say this is probably one you want to test first, because if you think that you're going to get the most, you know, gorgeously feminine vanilla, it's not going to be that. You have to like it woody. There is a middle note of driftwood and you really are getting that. So if you could imagine, if you're familiar with the woody quality of like maybe oak, you know, oak barrel, that is kind of the vibe that I get from the woodiness in here. Kind of like the way it's done in Ray Spirits. Like the woody quality of that fragrance is very addictive, and it kind of gives me the same vibe as far as the wood notes. So this opens with Italian bergamot, grapefruit, rum absolute, and then you have heart notes of cardamom, chocolate, and driftwood, and base notes of Madagascar vanilla, Brazilian tonka bean. You have sandalwood and white musk, and you are getting something that, like I said, it is so beautiful. It's vanilla. It's very, you know, fresh from the opening spices, but you do get to have a little bit of that chocolate creep in, which makes it very warming, but again, maintaining a fresh quality. The vanilla and tonka, you definitely get them, but for me, that driftwood and the vanilla and this citrus component to it come together and create something so beautiful. Of course, very refined, and just a solid release from Nutty. Are we shocked? Beautiful fragrance, beautiful. Now these are at the more expensive luxury end price point. So again, if you're able to get a sample of this one or try it, I will highly suggest it. But this is not going to be anything overly challenging. If you like woody, if you like vanilla, chances are you'll love this. Again, fresh in the opening, and I feel like it does maintain a little freshness throughout, and that's just going to make it that much more wearable all year. Next up is going to be from the house of Experimental Perfume Club, and this is Tonka Sesame. Well, I was about to say Supreme. Tonka Sesame. And I was able to get the full discovery set from this house before the brand sent me the full bottle of, you know, whichever one I love the most. I got to choose, and this one was instantly like I need it. The other ones are quite beautiful, but this one, it was just a vibe for me because you know I'm like a sweet, edible, gourmand type of girl. So this house is starting to make the rounds on YouTube, and I feel like a lot of people love the other Tonka one. I think is it Tonka Extraordinaire or Tonka something, some other kind of Tonka. But for me, the love was Tonka Sesame. This is very heavy on the vanilla, the Tonka, and the sesame. You're really getting that. And this is so well done. Oh my God. So you have notes of sesame, vanilla, tonka bean. You have hazelnuts, almond, heliotrope, and then you have some cedar and patchouli rounding it out. But for me, you are getting this deliciously nutty, but not overly nutty, vanilla tonka bean scent. You have that sesame that comes in there and gives it like this little unique quality, but it's sweet. Is, you know, it's nutty, it's vanilla, it's delicious, it's a little aromatic, and it's woody. So again, the cedar, you can pick up on the cedar in here. So this may give some people a unisex vibe, but I think this one for me is going to be straight up and out unisex, but gourmandish. Very, very well blended fragrance. Okay, perfect for fall and winter. So it does maintain a little bit of freshness. It is sweet, it is nutty, it is vanilla, and one that I highly recommend from this house. I find that this has great longevity on me. I would say moderate projection, but just one that I can't wait to wear out as it starts to cool down because it is absolutely a beautiful release. Again, this one is Tonka Sesame, and this is from Experimental Perfume Club. All right, so last but not least, you guys, is going to be from Juice Perfumes. Now this one I've had for a while, but I haven't talked about it because I was kind of waiting for fall to roll back around. This is SPICYDELICE. And if you are a lover of spicy fragrances, but you want something that's a little sweet, that's a little aromatic, like this one is one you must try. It smells so good. The sillage on this thing in the air is absolutely irresistible. Unisex, okay? Anyone can put this on and smell just amazing. So this, again, we have a lot of cardamom in here in this video. We've got cardamom, ginger, and pink pepper at the top, cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, and Havana. And then we have vanilla and amberwood rounding it out. And you are just going to be left with, wow, what am I smelling? It's spicy, it's warm, it's delicious, it's a little sweet. But can you pick out like all of these prominent notes? What spice? Maybe the cardamom, but it's so many spices and they're so well blended, and you have the Havana that comes in and gives it a uniqueness, a little bit of a, you know, a green quality. And I feel like if you're into aromatic fragrances, if you love, you know, warm spicy vanilla, this one you must, you know, get your nose on because instant love. When I was able to sample it, instant love. So be sure to check the description box below for my discount code. All right, you guys, so that is our video for today. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Be sure to drop me a comment below. Let me know your scents of the day, and also fragrances that have piqued your interest that we talked about today. I'm super curious, would love to know. Be sure that you drop me a comment below. Let me know that you are interested in the giveaway for the travel size of a Cherry Ambition by the 7 Virtue. Also, you guys, give the video a big thumbs up. It helps me to determine if you love this type of content so I can create more of it. And it is a real YouTube. I love you all, and I will catch you on the next one.